When I say Pluto, what first comes to your mind? Many immediately think about Pluto being a dwarf planet and not a part of our solar system anymore. But do they know the true history? Each planet in our solar system has a certain criteria to be considered a planet, but Pluto doesn't fit that criteria. To be considered a planet, it has to orbit around the Sun, has sufficient mass for its own gravity for a hydrostatic equilibrium, and has cleared its neighborhood around its orbit. Pluto is considered a dwarf planet because even though it orbits around the Sun and has a hydrostatic equilibrium, the thing Pluto does not have is the ability to clear the neighborhood around its personal orbit.
Clearing the neighborhood around its orbit means Pluto isn't gravitationally dominant. Earth, for example, is able to hold its own gravity and push out other objects from its gravitational pull. Pluto is not able to do that, making its gravitational pull adopt objects with a similar size as Pluto. Therefore, Pluto's orbit is full of debris it has adopted from space. This one thing has declared Pluto as a dwarf planet, making it not considered to even be a planet. It is roughly only 0.07 times bigger than the mass of the object floating in its orbit. Meanwhile, Earth is 1.7 million times the mass of the object in its own orbit. This proves the point that Pluto can't withstand its own gravitational atmosphere.
This all started on August 24th, 2006. The International Astronomical Union, otherwise known as the IAU, announced its reclassification of Pluto being a dwarf planet. Starting from 1930, Pluto was considered a normal functioning planet, making it the 9th planet in the solar system. Once technology started to advance, they started to notice particles floating around Pluto. It was then noted to be the largest of multiple bodies outside of our solar system.
Scientists first started looking for Pluto to attempt to find something that may be invading Neptune's neighborhood. They quickly discovered that it was not an invasion of Neptune, but it could possibly be another planet. That is when Pluto was briefly considered a planet. Many went on to believe that if Pluto had been found around a decade later, it would have never been considered a planet at all. Based on Pluto's status of becoming a dwarf planet, Neptune is now the outermost planet, making it the 8th planet in our solar system.